Welcome back to the colouring zone. My name's Helena. So this tag is was originated from Erica from Elmcolors. I will link her channel down below. So the idea of the tag is the first 5 artists Erica's picked out. So you choose which book you want to go with and then choose your favourite page from that book. And then the other 5, so the part 2 of it, the other 5 is she's actually included a list of artists that you can choose from. So my first choice, the first one is Johanna Basford. So my first selection, so it's from the Johanna Basford. It's Ivy and the Ink Butterfly, and I chose this page here. So this is one that I've already done. I did this one here, actually in January 2020, so last year. I used Prismacolors for this one and also some Pan Pastel, and I followed a tutorial, Johanna Basford's tutorial on how to do a bumblebee. So I really enjoyed this one. So I chose this book, but I am going to show you the newest book by Johanna Basford. So this literally arrived about half an hour ago. So I know it's cheating a little bit, but the page that I really, really would like to colour, and I think will probably be the first one, and it's just it just reminds me of although I never actually camped in a teepee, I just love this, the bunting, the lanterns, the little, cake, and yeah, I just absolutely love this page, so I couldn't resist but to share that one there with you. So the next artist, which Erica set out, so this is the third one, so this is Kerby Rosanes. So I've chosen World Within Worlds, and the page is, I'll be able to find it, is this one here. So I'm not sure whether I'm just going to move these books out of the way just because I've noticed that I'm getting a shadow. So I chose this double spread here for Worlds Within Worlds, and I've got no idea how I'll tackle this page, but it's just the fact that it's bubbles and there's like a little world in each of the bubbles. Yeah, I think it'll be a really, really interesting one to colour. I'm not sure how I'm going to tackle this, but it's a page that I would really like to do. It's quite intimidating for me, but this is definitely my favourite page, even though it's 2, in the book. So there's this one. I'm thinking maybe I might actually use watercolour, but yeah, I'll see. So there's that one. So the next book is Magical Dawn. So my favourite page in this one is, so I've got so many things tagged that it's not going that smoothly, so I do apologise about that. So it's this one here. So I just really like the fact that she's got this crystal ball, and I can imagine really, really playing around with like how the light is hitting her face, if it's got a glow, and also her skin as well. I think this will be quite a challenging one for me because it's a mixture of hair, jewels, skin, and then also glow. But I think if I break it down the different components, it could actually be a really nice one for me to do. So yeah, there's this page. I've done quite a few pages actually in Magical Dawn. So I am actually doing quite well with this book. I mean, I'm nowhere near finishing it, but yeah, I'm this is probably the book out of Hanna Karlzon's books that I've done the most in. So yeah, I'm really hoping to be able to do this one here very soon. So yeah, there's that one. So the next one, my next selection, so this is Maria Trolle, and this is Twilight Garden. So the page I've selected, I wanted to do this page for the longest time, but I think I'm a bit worried that I might ruin it, which is really silly because, you know, it's obviously, you know, it's just all practice basically. I'm not sure what type of flowers these are. If someone knows, if you could let me know in the comments. Sometimes I will follow along and look at the reference for the flowers, but in this book, I don't know whether it's because it's one of her earlier ones, but it doesn't have it listed, and I'm not very good with flowers, so but yeah, so I really look forward to doing this one. I am going to be doing this for April, in April, so you'll hopefully see this in my April completed pages. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to doing this one. I only recently did actually a bike in one of Eriy's books. So yeah, I think it just reminds me of like summer and riding along, and probably a little bit, you know, I used to do a lot of riding when I was young. So there's that one. So my last pick it's Eriy's. So I chose Romantic Country, and it's the second tale. And the one that I chose, I can't even remember the one that I chose. Yeah, this one. I just like because you can see the movement in this page, and you can see the castle, and I think maybe it does remind me a little bit of Zelda Breath of the Wild. I absolutely loved playing that game. I was playing it a lot last year when I was pregnant with my son, and obviously we were in lockdown and we couldn't really go out, so yeah, it just reminds me of Zelda, but it's so beautiful. You've got the treasure chest, and the goose just looks so proud. So there's this one. So the next lot of books are books that are in the long list. What I'll do is I'll put it in the description below. So these are the artists that I've chosen out from that list. So this is Tenderful Enchantments by Klara Markova. Now there is actually a couple in here that I would really like to do. My tags. So, this is the first one that I chose. I don't know, maybe it's because I've recently had a baby, but I just think it's really sweet. But this is the one that I'm actually going to choose for this tag. This is my favourite page in this book. So yeah, it's just so whimsical. And I think I could do quite a lot with the background, hopefully. I'm sure I've seen Kate from Kate's Colouring Haven do this one, but yeah, I think it's lovely. I really like the composition of this page. So there's that one. Now the next artist that I've chosen is this lady here. Now I do apologise, I'm not sure how to say it, so I'm not going to butcher it, but it's Circle of Life. I absolutely love this book. So the one that I've chosen is this one here with the giraffes. So yeah, I just really like, and it's just I love this page. You could do a really bright sort of colourful sunset or sunrise, and you've obviously got the giraffes walking along. Yeah, it's quite a lot of detail in this one, but I don't think it would take too long necessarily. I really like giraffes actually. I'd say they're definitely one of my favourite animals, and I went to the London Zoo with my husband a few years ago. It was actually a year before we got married, and yeah, it was, honestly, I was so surprised. London Zoo, it's really quite small, but oh my god, they've got so much going on there. And I remember being in the inside, because it was really, really cold actually. We went in, well, I think it was January, and yeah, the drafts were all like sort of indoors, and we just sat there, we're just watching them, and they're just very like, they've got a very calming presence about them. I can't really explain it, but yes, I chose this one. This is such a beautiful book. I hope to do a lot out of here in the next year. I can't believe I didn't know about this lady. I don't know whether this is her first book or not, but I'm definitely going to have a look at that. I think it might be her first book. So there's that one. Now the next book is Rita Berman. So this is her collection of, or like compilation of the 4 seasons book that she has. Now the page I chose is this one here with the wellies and the umbrella. Yeah, I mean, where we live, I think I might have mentioned it, you know, we live right next to like a woodland area, so we're constantly wearing wellies. And obviously I live in England, so it is raining a lot. And I just thought it was really nice how the little village is inside the umbrella. So yeah, I am hoping to be able to actually complete the pages that I've chosen. I'm hoping to be able to do them like really quite soon. Whether I'll get around to all of them, I don't know, but we'll see how it goes. So there's that one. So that's from Rita Berman. So the next artist that I chose is Lulu Mayo, and I love this page. I absolutely love it. It's just so sweet. So I'm going to do like a rainbow for the water, and yeah, just give the little stuff some detail really. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this. It's just quite big, and I wonder, like, I don't want it to sort of draw away from them. So yeah, it was really funny actually. I saw this page, could not remember which artist it was. I just couldn't, I thought it was one of Maria Troll's artists, which seems silly because they're so different, their styles. But yeah, I had this image in my head and I was looking through all of the Maria Troll books and couldn't find it, and it actually was this one. So yeah, so really enjoying her books, so much fun. So there's that one. Now my last pick is actually Kanoko Egusa, and this is her newest book. This is Symphony of Cute Animals, and the page I chose is the one, hopefully, that I've tagged. Yeah, it's this one. So another rainbow, but also a little bird. I don't know what type of bird that is. But yeah, it just reminds me of, I suppose, where I grew up really. So I grew up in Cornwall, and we lived in a cottage, and it was beautiful, and it wasn't probably as, you know, we were on sort of like a country road, but one day I, you know, me and my husband will buy a little cottage somewhere, and yeah, so I just thought it was a really sweet page. So there's that one. So those are my picks. Do you know what? This tag was so much fun, and I just want to thank Erica for starting it, because it's really nice that I've actually really, like, you know, been looking through all of my books and deciding which page I was going to choose, and actually it's just like inspiration of things that, you know, the next project that I want to do. So I have, I would like to tag a few people. I'm not sure whether there's a rule of how many people you can tag, but anyway. So when I looked, these people hadn't been tagged, but whether they have since, I'm not sure. So the first person I would love to see, obviously if you're not able to do it, that's absolutely fair enough. I know that people are really, really busy, and yeah, that's completely understandable. But the people I've tagged, if you want to, you know, do it, go ahead. So I would like to tag Colouring with Kay, and Lucy Adds Colour, Kate's Colouring Haven, Carefully Colour and Sketch and Colour Me Stress Free. Yeah, and also I just open it up to anyone to do it. I mean, I wasn't actually tagged and I've just sort of filmed it and done it. But yeah, it's really, really good fun looking through your books and actually really having to think about, you know, what pages you want to choose. So yes, thank you very much for watching and I will see you soon. You take care, everyone. Bye-bye.